11 o'clock at night, and I decided to do a little bit of content since I hadn't streamed all day. And the reason I'm starting to stream late at night is because, like I said, I haven't been here most of the day. Pardon me. So what happened was I went to help one of my aunts. Excuse me. I went to help her install some installation or the stuff that helps like inside your drywall and everything. So I was helping her do that in drywall today, and I got like $40 for it, which was decent. And on top of that, I got pizza as a dinner. So I really didn't eat anything today. So I had eaten when I was playing with Nikki and one of my other friends because I really hadn't eaten anything. So I've only eaten twice today, and I'm probably gonna go get some peanut butter cups. Not sponsored. Any Reese's? I'm not sponsored at all. But I might do that in a little bit. I'm not 100% sure yet. Like I said, it's late at night, so I might go to bed here in about an hour or so. Let me tell you, I'm tired. It's been a long day. I still have a headache. I've had a headache since I left. So I'm just like ow, ow, ow consistently right now. But yeah, it's one of those late night streams, and I've also I've kind of noticed this when I'm playing online and stuff, is that I usually get the coolest or the weirdest of people at the end of the day or around midnight, and I have no idea why, but I always like it. I like to find these people, especially because they're so kind. Like, considering on, like, they may have a weird personality, but it makes me laugh because I look at it and I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of humorous. But not everybody's like that, so it's like, oh, well, not everyone's, used to people like that, so it's like, it's fine. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay. So it's one of those things where I just wanted to list that I appreciate you guys for either being very understanding whenever this video comes out, or just in general, meeting so many people during the nighttime is just amazing. So if there are some of those people who are usually here during the nighttime, about 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock my time, because like I said, it's about 11:13, so it's been about 4 hours since I actually got home. So I've only been on for about 4 hours, and I've spent at least 2.5 of those online, and then I actually had to go use the bathroom not too long ago. So I was in there for a little while. But I really didn't use the bathroom most of the day. I didn't really eat. I did drink some water, of course, so if I am dehydrated, I still doubt I'm dehydrated, but it's possible that I'm dehydrated. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of multiplayer. I might do some zombies because that's calming, so we'll do a couple matches of multiplayer, see how I feel. And then we might just switch over to the actual zombies either way, but I feel like I should probably get some multiplayer in for today, because I really, like I said, I hadn't streamed all day. I haven't, so I feel bad for doing that. So this is gonna make it up kind of thing, since I'm usually up until about 1 or 2 in the morning. So I want to say right now, I'm sorry that I didn't stream all day, folks, on my channel, because I know a lot of you probably expect at least a bit of content from me every day, so it's really hard to continuously do that. But with that circumstance, I hope everyone here can understand. So I just want everyone to have that clarity before I get too far. Also, I've noticed that I have almost all the camos for the KN. I just need gold. I want to get gold for the KN because you guys know me. I love the KN-44. It's pretty much like an AK to me, or an AK-12. So I usually say it's an AK-47 because it most resembles the AK-47. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and when it's done, like when I'm done with the long shots, and I'm going to start with doing this one, which on occasion you can get the 5 kills, bloodthirsty, and like long shots like that. Otherwise, all I need to do really is do this one, and then I can do this one, and this one, and this one are going to be like 3 times easier. So it makes it easier if you know the order that you should probably go in. So I'm using the one where I don't have attachments whatsoever as a starting round. And also, if you guys don't know this, I showed this, I didn't show this on camera, but I had a Deadpool paint job for my Max GL because I thought it would be funny to see, Smile, you're on camera when you're using a Max GL. So I thought that was humorous. I thought I might post it on the community. I'm not sure yet. I might not. I don't know yet. But it's just kind of on a preferenceable thing. Now, like I said, I hadn't been gaming all day. So my dad, honestly, he played. I went to take a shower because I had a bunch of glass on me because I was working with installation, which is the stuff behind drywall, like the pinkish stuff behind your drywall, if you've ever seen that. That stuff is pretty much glass in bundles of fiber. And we were cutting it, we were pushing it into the walls, which, of course, it's going to cause some dust. Hang on. Okay. Sorry, folks. But it was one of those. It was like a very time-consuming thing. So we had to put in that stuff, the installation first, and then we had to get pieces of drywall. Then we had to actually cut it because it wasn't exact to our measurements. It was up and down, but we guess we didn't have enough to do it like that. So it's one of those things. But I am home. I'm a little bit tired and actually a little bit hungry. I was really not hungry most of the today because I don't know why. I didn't eat breakfast. They even offered me like pancakes, which had like M&Ms, not sponsored, and marshmallows. And I still didn't even take that. And I normally would say, heck yeah, put that in my face. But no, I didn't. I just said, I'm not really hungry. And I really wasn't. Even during dinner time, they're like, dude, you're tall. You eat. You need to eat. Like, you literally had one plate. And I was like, dude, I had one plate because it was my cousins. I was with my cousins, especially my cousin London. Which, dude, I love you still. He's a good cousin of mine. So okay, there is a sniper. That's what I thought. Also, I haven't been on any of these games as of recently. Like this one, I haven't been on it in a little while, so I'm trying to readjust again because I need to readjust again. But I have been playing, like Rainbow Six. One of my friends wanted me to play Fortnite with him. I didn't get to that. We were gonna do like 2 matches and then go away, but I went away because I needed a couple things really quick. Because I needed to do a couple things. But I ended up showering and I was still super itchy, and I still kind of am a little bit itchy. I'm not as badly itchy as I was, like 10 minutes ago. Or 20 minutes ago. I'm just the normal amount of itch I probably would be if I didn't take a shower. But, just about the normal rate that itch should be found in. But I did tend to a couple different things during those time periods, so I ended up doing a lot of either trimming and putting in the stuff, and then I also had to worry about making sure that everything got pretty much, we were using pretty much staples. There were a special type of staple that we're supposed to use, and I of course was using them in the way that they were used to be. But it didn't really help because it was so much. We actually ended up getting almost all the garage done because it was a piece of the garage, but they used it as a recording, or one in their family uses a recording booth, which I found was actually kind of neat. This looks fun. This looks neat. But he had like a really nice setup, and I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of jealous of the setup because it was like he had like the pretty much every base like YouTuber's dream setup. I even saw like his gaming setup down in the basement area of their home, and it's not like a huge home like you'd expect considering their circumstances. But no, it was like a decent sized home. So I can't really say much about it, but it was a cozy little thing. We got to catch up a little bit. We got to talk for a little while, and then we had to go do stuff. And I got to talk with my cousin, or both my cousins actually, and then really just work a lot. So I'm eating a little bit because that might be a little bit of my cause of I haven't eaten anything most of the day. Like, I even technically woke up on time for breakfast, but I didn't eat breakfast. It wasn't like a quick thing. I had to do it for about an hour and a half, probably. An hour and a half to like 3, like good. It was a long time. I left at about, I think, 9, 10 o'clock. And I ended up getting home at about 6. And I didn't have my house key, and my parents were home, so I had to wait a little while. Which you guys are gonna hear me say this. It was a slow process to make everything happen, and it was a slow process to get everything else done. But on my way home, they stopped by the bank and, of course, paid me. So I got paid a decent amount. And so I ended up eating. Like I said, I haven't eaten all day. Sensitivity is really high. I'm gonna be reasonable with you, and I'm gonna say that I am really tired, and I think you guys could see that. Kill him. Kill him. Hostile HCXD in your HO. I just see those rounds going like through everything, and I'm just nervous. Okay, I hit somebody. I hate Gorgons because they're slower fire rate, which means they're not as like boom as well like what I'm using. I KO'd without most of those attachments. Really has recoil. But I'm not gonna lie, I still enjoy the game no matter what people say about this game. I mean, I can agree with the campaign wasn't good, because it was true. The campaign really wasn't that great. It was like, it was too slow. It was way out of proportion when it came to like, oh, you had this and this and this to deal with, but instead you actually get this, this, and this. So it throws you into a lot that it shouldn't have thrown you into. So like, certain missions in the game cause you to have to like, they pretty much force you into the whole like, hey, you gotta kill your people because they're traitors, which I understand the concept of it, but it's like, okay, well that's taking it really far into the whole I'm a professional guy, but apparently your character is a Wetworks character. That's from what I'm picking up. But it's still, like, it doesn't make sense on why he's so emotionally attached to these people, or, you know, it's those kind of things that it's like, okay, well, I need a little bit more information, please, because I'm wanting to know what it is, who is it, you know, stuff like that. And we don't ever get these answers. We never to see that people just don't care about the game enough to ask these questions. But I'm over here. The campaign may have not been the best, but it had some good perks to it, and I can't deny it. It's a little bit of fame for its at least decent stuff. Because sometimes, you know, even like the best of us make the worst of content. Like, I don't make the best music or the best of content in general, but you see me try, and that's really what's hard about making a channel, is trying, especially depending on what your schedule is. Like, I try to stream every day. If I don't stream every day, okay, that's fine. I'll just explain in my next video, which is probably tomorrow, that hey, this is what happened, here I am now. So like, most of the day I didn't get anything done on any of my games. I couldn't even gone as far as to say that I didn't even play a game today, because for all you know, I don't exist anymore. But I did try to make some content today, which was this video. So this is just to say I'm sorry, and, you know, to kind of get a little bit of content your way, because I feel like some of you like the consistent content. Like, unlike most YouTubers, I do consistent content because I want you guys to have a little bit more entertainment. And if I didn't, I would feel bad. Because I'm leaving you without all this content that I usually give on a daily basis. So it's like, okay, I want to at least give you guys, you know, a video or two, even if it's like a game that I will normally not play during the nighttime, because there's no point in playing it during the night, as there may be too many sweaty people, or any of the reason that you've ever heard me say about a game. And even to the extent of I'm tired, but I am tired, but I have just enough energy to want to play a game for you, and I'm really sore too, so it's like using all of my hands and my muscles. I've done that a lot today, so my arms are sore. I actually hit my knee pretty hard today, so that's really sore. Like I stand up and it hurts because I'm putting pressure on it, so it works for a little while, but it hurts. So if I sit down and I get up, it's gonna hurt. So I'm sitting down and I'm gonna try and every here and there stand up, but I'm definitely gonna have a bruise as of tomorrow morning. And I was wearing sweatpants most of this day, so I have no more sweatpants as of now. So I'm currently wearing some thinner sweatpants because I'm really hot. It may have been really cold, but I was actually sweating when I was almost done to when I was done. I was sweating up a storm, so it was bad. But I do want to thank you guys for being very supportive of my channel, because I do a lot and I try and do more, but sometimes it's not always the easiest of things to do, especially in my case. As a consistent rate of a person, I try and do it even if it's late at night, because I didn't get any content for you. So I feel bad when I don't get, you know, at least one video in the day, because I feel like you guys are missing out on something. You guys have something that you're missing, or you have something that you want to see me do, but you don't get the chance to see me do it. Like, I'm even willing to play Shadows at this point because I feel bad. And I don't normally say I'm willing to play Shadows. I will only play one game of it, but I'm willing to give that. Because it's like, I don't want you guys to think I'm just judging you, or make you think I'm lying to you. No, I'm not lying to you. I really do feel bad, and I'm willing to play a game of Shadows. Like, I don't know if you hear that in my voice. I'm tired still, and my throat kind of hurts, but I'm sore in general. I got a headache, but I'm willing to play, like, Shadows for you guys, but that's because I feel bad. I try and keep my content consistent, because I'm sure people are going to ask this eventually when I become a more popular YouTuber. Hey, but I do want to list, the reason I always give consistent content is because I feel like I'm making you miss out on something, or it's just because if I don't get at least one video in the day, I feel kind of bad, because I feel like maybe you guys like seeing my gameplay, you guys like my sense of humor, you guys like something about it. Because I've heard this from other people, even people that I've met, as of in games, or from the PlayStation, or even just in general, a person that texts me on the game and's like, hey, you have good content. I like the fact that you have this kind of humor, or you take these kind of things. How was your day? Sore. I'm really hurting, but that's because I was doing a lot of installation and drywalling. So I'm really sore because I've been moving around a lot today, including going up and down ladder, or a step stool, really. But, guys, it may sound a little bit repetitive when I say thank you for your support, but I mean it. I mean, out of the 2.3k videos that I make on a daily basis even, it's hard not to feel like that. So it's like, okay, I want to at least give you guys something. So I got back into Fortnite, which says something that I was willing to play it, and I'm continuously playing it, not always on stream, but it works. And it makes me feel good when I make someone's day because they're having a bad day, or something like that. It makes me feel good. But I always want someone in our games, or someone in our videos, or in general someone in on our channels to have a good day. It may sound, you know, sad, or it makes it feel like something that I'm saying is wrong, or I sound like I'm lying. If I was lying to you, I would have said it by now. I'm actually willing to play with you guys because I want you guys to see I do care about the channel, and I do care about everybody on my channel. Like, as I'm searching through all my videos, one of my friends streamed 1 year ago, The Masked Alien, or Alien U was at the time what he called him. We call him Vinny if you guys don't remember this. He did a 6-hour stream and has 79 views as of a year ago. I don't get that even in a week. Like, my 2-hour Subnautica was a 33 viewer, and I streamed for 2 hours and 30 minutes almost. My server build videos, everyone was pretty excited about that. My other Subnautica video, my number 4th one actually, had 41 views. GTA, it doesn't get a lot of views every time that I play it, but at certain points and at certain times, it's just like, oh, that's actually really cool, or there's something there that you don't notice. But every day, even when it's like the worst of moods, or even just in general, like just talking to you guys about something, it makes me feel good. It makes me have a good day. So streaming is just another way to say, hey, I appreciate people. Not everybody's good in YouTube, but when you have the right kind of humor, or even just hear a lot of crap talk from other people, eventually you just get used to it. So there may be people who come to the stream later and say, well, he's just a piece of crap who doesn't know what he's talking about. I do. I'm thoroughly going my heart out with this one. I thoroughly accept it, even if it's a threat, or even just a really rude comment. That makes me notice that, yeah, there are ignorant people in the world, but they don't realize I'm doing it because I care. So it's one of those things where you guys may not see it now, but I do love this channel, and I wish I could take care of it more, and I wish there were more people to say that to. But there's 413 of you who I guess haven't really seen that yet, or if they have, they don't acknowledge it right away. So it's one of those things where I'm trying to prove myself to you and say, hey, this is why I love this channel. This is why I love the people in my channel. No homo for those of you who think that's a gay thing. No, I mean it in a case where even if I don't even know who you are as a person, there's some good in you. Even if it sounds wrong, there's good in everybody. Like, I made this channel 4 years ago. Almost 5 now. And I tell you what, 4 years ago, I was, I didn't even know how to do a simple good content video. And there were people who, were interested, but they didn't really sub. But when I got into the gaming community, the gaming part of the channel, or talking about other things in the channel, everybody was on it. Everybody was in it. Everybody liked the content. I used to do drawing videos, guys, which says something about me, my persona, my person, my self-personality. And it's interesting to say that that's one of those things. To say this, Jake, me, Nikki, and our whole group love every viewer, and we talk about serious stuff in real life. But you try to make it funny at times. I do agree, and that's what I try to do. When you guys feel bad, or when you guys have something super serious about something, that may be bothering you, I try to cheer you up. I'm not going to leave you to, be sad. I want you to be happy. I will never let somebody cry and tell me they hate it, like, existence. Because currently, there are some states where that's actually a thing that I'm going through. I don't like anything that happens lately. But it slowly improves. It takes time, and it hurts all the way through it. But we'll get through it together. So I did this channel because it helps with my anxiety, my social anxiety, if you want to call it that. But I don't usually talk to people. I'm not always talkative unless it's someone I know, and we haven't seen each other in like a couple months or something. So it's special to me when the viewers interact with me. It warms me. It makes me feel happy that people are actually willing to accept a weird, kooky guy. It's weird to hear that from the person who is the weird, kooky guy, but I do this content. I try to make it funny because it makes other people feel good. And I'm sure some of you may say, but Jake, you've never made a person laugh in your life. Well, I've also caught it on stream, but I've made several people laugh. I've even made people who were crying laugh. And they cried because of laughter, not because of sadness. And they don't always thank me, and I feel like I don't need it. It makes me feel good, which makes it seem better about it. So it's like, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with not being thanked, or even, commended for any of this. I do it because I don't want thanks. My character, like my actual character, he doesn't do things because he wanted to be thanked. But a thank you is always nice. But he doesn't accept it otherwise. He is one that doesn't accept it, but if you give it to him, he'll say thank you for being so kind as to say such things. And there are some of you people that I've seen in like parts of my channel who've, you know, come to talk, and it's great to see that you want to open up to somebody even if you barely know them. But for those of you who've been are veterans of my channel, this is a lot of other YouTubers would call it, it's amazing to see that you guys are actually, you know, they don't always show up, but when they do, they're always great to see. And it makes me, I might not remember you, but I do remember some of the things you've either told me or even just said to me. But I always feel bad when I don't remember you, because it makes me feel like I'm a horrible person when I can't remember a name. Sometimes it's sad to remember that I have that problem. But it's good to know that, you know, at least I remember you in your way, even if it was like 3 years ago. I don't remember people if they were like 3 months ago. So 3 months ago, if I hadn't seen you consistently in that period of time, like at least in a month, I don't even know who you are. Here's the extent I know. You've played with me on some game. That's the extent of what I know. So you may say, hey, you want to go do this later, my friend? And yeah, I could forget who you are. So like Nikki, we're so consistent. So to a point where if he joined the party, I would immediately know who it was. One time, Jake was doing a Q&A and then he got sad, so I was there to help. If my friends are sad or in trouble, or have a problem, I will help, which is the exact way we all are. This channel is meant to support our friends and our, you know, family. And it opens up a lot of conversations with people. So I think for the 420 subscriber special, or even somewhere else in the middle, I might just do a little Q&A. It might not be a like a thorough thing. It might be a gaming channel, but we'll do it on Nook or something. We'll go to Minecraft and we'll build like a nice little thing. But I just want you guys to know, I do this a lot because I care. I like this channel. I love the people in the channel. I've met so many great people from the channel. I've met Brazilians, I've met amazing people over the 4 years that I've been in this channel. I've seen at least half the world in my chat once. I've seen Australian, British, all kinds of stuff. It's been an extensive trip. But there are some people half the side of the world, the other side of the world, so it's daytime for them as of right now, which is 11:30 at night. It's really late in the morning, but it's daytime for them. So it's good to see that some of them come around every here and there. It's nice to see those people. It's good to have these moments where it's like, oh my god, it's good to see that there are people from around the world who are actually really liking my content. And it's good to it feels good. It makes me feel good, and I'm sure it makes some of you guys feel good when you know I'm smiling. Now, like, I'm not smiling now, but that's because I'm really hurting. But I would smile, and I'm smiling on the inside. I'm a sunshine right now. I am happy as a sunshine, and or sorry, I should say it this way. I'm happy as a rose in the summer. Cause that's pretty much how I feel. I'm blooming. I'm happy. But there are some things that I try to do that, you know, don't always make sense. Like, I'm gonna be playing Gorod Krovi. Now, the last time you guys saw me play this map, I was alone. I'm still alone. But there's something different that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna attempt to do a couple different things, like get the actual pack. I'm gonna attempt to do it. I'm gonna, you know, get a decent amount of progress done on a certain map. But like I said, I try and do a lot for everybody in my channel. I try and do a lot. And it sounds like I'm stressing myself out. I'm not stressed. It makes me feel good when I'm able to make someone else's day by simply playing a game or saying hello or happy birthday even. That makes me feel good that I can make someone's day just by saying some simple things like that. Oh, that guy got a good pull through the eye. But there's a lot of stuff that I do in a day. And I take at least an hour to go ahead and come and say, hey, how you guys doing? You know, stuff like that. Most people don't even try. I do. So it's one of those things where I'm trying to get out a consistent amount of content with, you know, at least some sort of story in the day. But even if I don't get a story in the day, it makes me happy to know that I'm at least brightening someone's day, even if they're halfway across the world and I barely even know them. And I'm sure there are about maybe 100 of you that have never commented on a video or have never even commented in a stream, which is, it's amazing to know that. Let me quickly fix something because it's really loud. Because I play 6 Siege and I've been fixing my audio lately. Okay, that's still really loud and I got a headache. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn down the master volume. Okay. There we go, that feels better. Ugh. Like I said, guys, it's been a long day and I'm sore. Well, just playing some game I found. Jake, we started playing. But we stopped for a while. But we came together and found stuff we had in. Yeah, stuff in common. See? So, like, this is Watchdog Killer is actually one of my friends on PS4. We don't live in the same area, or in general, I think we don't live in the same state. We live decently far from each other. And if we do live in the same state, we're still really far away. Like, I couldn't drive. I still can't drive. I don't have my license. But when I do get my license, if I decide to do a road trip, I'm going up to see Nikki. I'm going up to see some other people. But if it really comes to I want to see fans, I'm willing to do it. I'll be like, hey, I'm going to be doing like a, not really a tour, but I'll be going around over in this area for a field trip. So, or I'm going to say a road trip, but field trip would be another way to put it. And I'm intending to make the time to come and see people. If you want to see me, I'll be at these few locations that I decide to see. And that extends to probably Europe. I do intend to someday go to Europe, even if it's just a quick trip for like a week or so. I'm willing to go for Europe. I'm up for that. I'd have to learn at least French, because that would be nice. Or I'd even go to Canada, which is actually a drivable time. It's a long drive, but I mean, I've technically been 3/4 of the way there, because when I went to Minnesota during the Mall of America, which, yes, I have been to Minnesota. If any of you are wondering, have you ever been anywhere outside your own state of Colorado? I have. I've been to Texas. I've been to Wisconsin. I've technically been to Wisconsin, but really I've been to the Minnesota for the Mall of Americas. We went there a while back for a trip to what's it called? The Mall of America. So I try and play games because it makes me feel good, and it's a good way to relieve stress. Now, if you guys have never heard me say that, it's one of the things that actually does work as a gamer. It helps to relieve a lot of stress, like severely unnecessary stress. So I play games mostly because it's a good stress reliever, or because there are certain aspects of it that I like. So there are a lot of games that I do and do not like. I don't like Fortnite, but I'll play it because it's one of those things where it's not always a shoot, run, kill, shoot, one, kill. But there are people who annoy me in those games. People who don't know when to stop when you're playing like creative or something, and you are trying to build something and they just like to destroy your builds or ruin something that you worked hard on. It makes me feel bad that people do that. But some people just don't have that kind of, you know, self-done stuff. They're usually disrespectful or something like that because they don't really like you or something else. But I like everybody. While chatting, me, Jake, Nikki said we were going to do, I said Los Angeles, and Jake and Nikki said someplace else. And I said you mean Europe? We were intending to live either in Italy or somewhere in Europe. I really just want to live in Europe. I like the idea of living in Europe. And Nikki actually agrees. Europe would be a nice place to live. Even Italy, like, they got nice rooftops, they got beautiful architecture. And it's one of those things where the place, Italy, like France and all there, I know a little bit of French, so I'd be able to at least speak a little bit of French. But by the time we actually go to live there, or even just stay there for a month or so, I will at least know half their language. You don't even really have to try. Like, I mean, you might need to try either way. I will try and let you guys try. But French is not like a simple language. There's a lot to it, actually, because you have to deal with, actual pronunciation. Like, Bonjour, merci, au revoir, and it is au revoir. It's not au revoir. The re is silent in French, so it's au revoir or au revoir. It's weird, or it's au revoir is the a is silent, like the au re. It's silent comparatively to like anything else that you've ever seen me do. So yeah, I play games, and yeah, I'm just another one of those teens who say this. But I'm a teen, and I'm saying it with actual honesty. I'm trying to be thorough with you guys. This channel means a lot to me, and maybe not everyone realizes that. This channel is my mind and soul. Drake, I'll take that, actually. Drake is decent. Regardless of our mental state, or his mental state. We don't need more angry Russians. What's the matter with angry Russians? They make good memes. Generally, they're fun. Angry people are funny. That's why I make a lot of people angry on my channel. Or certain people on my channel get angry a lot because I say something. Like, I've been as far as to talk about, like, why people are so ignorant, and no one really gets upset about that, but whenever I start talking about, like, maybe how Black Ops 3 wasn't the best game and the campaign sucked, I've had people try and tell me off because I said that. But it's true. The Black Ops 3 campaign was not the best, and I wish there was more to it, or maybe it just made more sense. And that's not me saying it's a lack of, you know, like, intellect. It's just it's a lack of what the game could have been. It could have been so much more, yet it was the same thing over and over, to a point where even I didn't even understand what to do with it. And I'm usually pretty good at telling what happens, like, as a storyline, but like Black Ops 4, it didn't have a storyline, but the characters actually had stories, like thorough stories. So it was Black Ops 3 before Black Ops 3 was a thing. But Black Ops 3 came first, so they really mixed up the game, but they never really do that. Like, maybe they'll go back in the past in a certain part of the game, but they never go to, like, they made the first one, so this is technically the second game compared to the Black Ops series. This is, so it's 1, 2, 4, and then 3, in logical speaking, chronological order. Because 1 and 2 had Mason and some other characters, including, I think it's Reznov. And then you get to Black Ops 3. It doesn't list any of the characters, it doesn't even notify as they're an existing thing. But Black Ops 4 did, which means Black Ops 4 was just before that. So Black Ops 4 comes before Black Ops 3, so it goes 1, 2, 4, then 3. So 3 is technically the fourth game, in logical order. If Jake and Nikki need somewhere to stay, they come up to us from Europe or Italy, I say they could stay with me in my house, even if I don't. You're cutting out a lot in the comment here. But he's got good points. He's one of the people that even if we had problems or we just needed to, you know, get elsewhere, he's one of those people we could trust. We trust him because he's doing it in the way that we would do it. We would accept people. Like, I'll show you guys why I hate the campaign. It's also a super small campaign. Like, I can complete it in this night. And I have several times completed this in one go. Because it ends technically at life. Because you go here, and then it's over. The game is done. It never happens again. But that's what I like about it, is that sometimes it doesn't work out in the way you'd expect. So, like Black Ops 3, I've played it in different ways. I've even gone as far as to play it in the way I don't normally do it. So I've done only SMGs with a certain pistol on the side. I've tried to get certain weapons and avoid most of them, actually. I don't really touch most of these guns because most of them either I use too much and I already know the recoil and everything. Some of them I've never touched in this game, but I'll touch in this case because I don't care if I live or die in this game. This game is just, it's not the best campaign, so I don't really care if I fail because I already know what's going to happen. Like, I already know how the game ends. Pretty much everyone knows how this game ends. See? I've gone so far that I've even looked for more of these. I wouldn't even touch these. I would have never touched any of these in this case, because there would be no point. But I played this game so much and I've beaten it so many times that I just said I had to. I've even gone as far as to play them. Like, thoroughly play them. Like, I've even found the World War II U.S. field radio. Broken stained glass and Rise and Fall. Otherwise, I haven't even done any of these. I want to find, you know, all of these eventually, so it's always nice to have a variety of things you want to do. But sometimes the best way to do this is to just play it like it is. It's nice to some people, and the people that I'm nice to, I will help. But the people that are mean to me, I will help, but not as much. And I have to agree with you on that. There's not always a reason to, you know, help other people. So it's like, I have no real reason to help you. You've done nothing good for me, but I'll help you because out of the goodness of my heart, I will. So it's the same case. I agree. No one really deserves to be helped in those cases when they're disrespectful or even just rude in the slightest of manner. But I'm willing to help them because otherwise who would I be as a person? I would be very rude. I wouldn't be the man I am today. And there have been people who've tried to come here and argue, and I'm the person who says, well, I'm the better person, and if you want to cause problems, I will let you cause your problems. Just know that there are more of us in this one channel than there are of you as a human being. So our community, we stand for each other. We even go as far as to say anything for each other. Like I've said, I will go as far as to, you know, hit a person for even just hurting one of my people's feelings. Or to kick them because they've just been disrespectful for no reason. That's stuff that I would do. Like, if you're gonna hurt people's feelings, you may as well be hurting your own feelings. Because really all you're doing is put yourself in a big hole. That doesn't help you, that helps us. That puts fuel in our fire. But that fire will backfire on you. And that gasoline will light, and you will be in with that one canister in your hands. That doesn't always end well. If you guys have ever seen those kind of accidents, they're never ending well. They don't end well. They never have. They usually lose a hand in those fires. People are stupid, and I say that about everybody. Like, even some of my people on my channel, they're not the best. They're not the wisest. But I'm respectful about it. I don't call you dumb. So when I hear people are, you know, gonna be disrespectful or just don't like to agree to things that even have evidence to back it up, it's frustrating because I'm taking my time to show my evidence. But I'm being rudely disrespected for something I have no control over. I don't care who you are as a person. I care about how you react when I say, this is something that I've actually seen and this is something I've actually experienced. But everybody has to be rude. Yes, I may have said about it before. Yes, I may have told some people about it. Have I ever been disrespectful? Not that I would know. Unless I may or may not have said something that may or may not have hurt your feelings, I usually don't say anything. There's nothing there that could have offended you. Except for how you took the situation. And I'm okay if you guys, you know, want to insult me because I say that. Go ahead. Wouldn't be the first time I'm insulted for speaking. But, remember this. By you smack-talking me, you're only proving who's the better person. The person who pre-apologizes, or the person who just likes to assume that we're bad people because we speak our minds in a free will, even if it's something stupid, like talking about Trump. I don't talk about Trump. And if I do, it's usually he's stupid, or I say something that usually actually goes with it. I'm not rude to him otherwise. I have nothing against him. I just wish he'd run his, you know, his part well. He doesn't. Well, he's gonna lose office eventually, and that's gonna cause problems on everyone's part, it would seem. Because everybody's a Trump supporter. I'm not. I never will be. So if you're gonna ask me, guys, do you believe in politics? No, I don't believe in politics. I've never have and I never will. Here's why though. Here's what I extend to as of politics. If someone asks me, do you think our president's smart or do you think he's doing a good job? I've heard that before from my channel because I was talking about how I don't like politics much. And I stated this in the stream. I don't think our president is doing the best of job. He's almost caused a couple wars, and on top of that, could have possibly gotten us killed. And I wouldn't be joking, and I wouldn't be lying. He did almost start a couple wars, and he did almost get us killed a couple times. We've had threats from North Korea, and then they gave him, and then he pretty much gave a piece of his power to them, which everyone, I've even seen YouTube ads where the Republic was even, like, it was somebody representing the Republicans saying, neither of them were fit for office, but he is nowhere near fit for office right now. He is not even supposed to be this way. So, if we get enough people to say this, he's out of the office. I'm okay with hearing that. If he leaves office, well, that's just one less thing to have as a conversation on YouTube. Or even just in general with another person. And if they were Trump supporters in my channel, I'm sorry, but it's true. He's not the smartest of people. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. But there are some things that I'm sure he had good ideas about, like definitely the job issue. But I think there could have been a better way to handle it than a couple slurs and, you know, literally forcing them out of country. I mean, you could have at least told them, hey, at least make yourself not illegal, but a legal person, because yeah, it may be illegal in terms, and I get that that's bad, but there's a lot of things that are illegal that people still do. So think about it this way. Trump talks about how they're stealing our jobs. Well, so are robots. Are we gonna deport them too? So, and nowadays they get offended for this thing. Like, I have a green, black, and white controller, and people take that to the extent of I'm racist because I said the word black. No, my phone is a black phone, and I have evidence. It says it's a Samsung, not sponsored, and it's black and gray. I have African American friends or black friends. I have black family. So it's not just a simple I'm racist thing. It's I'm stating something in color, not in something else. Excuse me. I like how it was actually an engine piece that flew that far. But it really shouldn't have been an engine piece. I feel like that's a little bit extensive, the engine. So like I said, I already pretty much know where I'm going with this. But I want to try and find, you know, like small little things that I may not have, you know, I may have overlooked, or to an extent of I've missed it to a point where I don't even know where it is. But this is all just, you know, one of those things that I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I like how I'm the most out of play person here. He says keep your head down because you're not allowed to, it means don't open fire or anything, because we're supposed to be undercover here. But they also don't know we're here. He's right there. We just shank him pretty much, and then we replace him before the next truck comes. Now I'm gonna go in here and double check that room. Like, I'm gonna be a little bit slower about this actual mission because there was a medium-sized collectible in this mission. Now, if you guys notice over there, there are a lot of people and objects, which I believe most of those are interrogatable people or something along that line. But look, we walk through, no problem. Coming back, it's a different story. Because they didn't realize that we are breachers, we are the people. So this is one of the things. Also, I've noticed he's also always had a that's easy enough. Hello, Razor Fast, 14. Yep. By the way, you get to hint on who that is later. Oh, this guy's gonna hurt for a long time. That's the minister. I could. I don't know if there's reason to do such. I haven't been given reason. Right to the interrogation room. I like it. Quick and simple method. God, I've seen that whole finger gesture 3 times in a row there. Let me think about it a little longer. I'm tired still, so... Ooh, that's a lot of bullets. Big explosions. Big explosions. It's not that I don't want to sub, it's that like I said, I'm really tired. It's been a long day, honestly. Not gonna lie. Get down. Do not do this to me right now. Just... That probably has no effect on him, considering it's EMPs. Unless, of course, it means HUD. Block. Alright, off we go. And I love this tool. I really do. This tool is incredible. I am looking to see. Khalil. Yes. I love Hendrix. He has this humor to him that I actually kind of enjoy. Gotcha, fam. What? Okay. Forgot. That one takes a second. Looks like we've been found out about. It's got new a blinding swarm. Hey, Meshi. Well, good to see you, my friend. Jacob Hendricks, John Taylor, that's so funny. That's right, Diaz. What's up, Diaz, my boy? Just execute. He got thrusters, I got thrusters. Click a check in here. Look around, nothing there. Maybe back here. If I can access it, there's probably something we should be looking for in here. I don't know what it would be, but it's always good to check. It's funny to see her just yeet this guy over here. Sorry guys that I'm going real quiet. Like I said, I'm tired. Guys are just called Alpha. I like how they're dregs, but they're not dregs at the same time. or 48 dredge. They're 48 dredges, but they're full auto. So they're full auto 48 dredges. Which I don't know if anyone else has really noticed that. They're 48 dredges with full auto. I intend to take out as many of these people as I can. I mean, we really didn't. There was no necessary need to. Thanks. That's still the APC that I shot down earlier. I like how you mess up driving like that, but I'm over here just like, I could probably do better driving. Oh, that's right. Ow. Yeah, try and hit him, like that's a good idea. Come on, I got those back earlier. Why? Why'd you take off my arms again? And break my leg again, and then beat me again, and then rip off my other arm. Again! Gosh! Oh, my voice cracked all of that time. I'm not alright, I lost both my arms and broke my legs. Again! One of those things, huh? Well, now I got a Weevil. That's max for this thing. Man, it's one of those nights. I might make another thing of food because I'm hungry still. Alright, just do all this. I might actually stop for a little while, go watch a movie for a little bit, because it is 12 and I'm tired and I want to stop playing games for a little bit. I'll try and get on tomorrow at a decent time, depending. And we'll see what happens in that time period. So what's gonna happen is I'm probably gonna do a little bit of drawing tonight. So if you guys do want to see this kind of stuff, I might go post it on Twitter, or if you have me on Instagram, I'll do it on Instagram as well. I might, but I'm tired, so I kind of just want to chill, relax a little bit, and probably warm up a little bit. So I'm gonna go get my coat on and get something on my feet. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and I'll probably go ahead and do something else later. I don't know. So I don't know. We'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, especially my like 30-minute thanks. So, good night, everybody. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, or day, or night, depending on whatever time it is. So, good night.